Yes guys, good morning. What is happening? Hope everybody's good. Greetings, still from sunny Alicante. It's Monday morning. Show day was obviously yesterday, and we're back to the graft, back to normal. All systems resumed as normal. Checking in Miss McCall currently, and we have got 18 client check-ins to get through today. Currently on my second litre of water with my 8 grams of Rise and Shine. Black coffee has already went in, double espresso shot. Morning drinks already went in with another litre of water as well, and I'm going to get about 300 mils down that litre, and I am going to start cracking on with meal number 1 in between check-ins. So spoken to the boss man today. Plans are in place for the next show. We are essentially 13 days out from the muscle contest in Ireland, which is the next pro qualifier that I'm going to give a wee shot at. So we had the conversation yesterday. I genuinely believe that the result could have been slightly different on stage yesterday should I have managed to continue to keep up my posing throughout every single round, but they run us through the ringer, and again my fitness levels seem to have let me down a little bit. Now, fitness is not something that I can preach that I am. I'm not very fit, I'm not very strong. I look good, but I don't think I'm very useful in any kind of term. So like chasing after the kids, for example, a couple of minutes, I'm knackered. Now, I always just put it down to me carrying muscle and being a bigger guy, but it's not, because there is big guys who are fit. The way that you get fit when you're bigger is by doing cardio, simply, and I just don't do any cardio. If I was to do any cardio, I just don't recover properly from my training. I'm already so busy, so for me to be able to add cardio in, I would have to pull my steps back, which is very difficult for me because I'm busy. So we've just never had cardio in, and I think because of that, I've suffered a little bit fitness-wise. I could probably practice posing more and get better posing fitness-wise as well, so that's exactly what we're going to do. And for me to be able to do that in a week and being 6 days out from Sweden at this point, it would just be pointless. I'm straight back in another peak week. So I think getting better takes time, and I think I can get better in another 2 weeks. I think I might even be able to get a touch sharper as well, touch crisper, and have a much better presentation on stage again at Ireland. So that's the plan. No Prevail in Ireland, and then we'll be back out here in Alicante at Nathan's house for the Amateur O at the end of next month. So we're 4 weeks out from that one. The Amateur Olympia is slightly different in the respect that there are 3 pro cards given out in the overall, so they do top 3. So you have to win your class, you get to the overall, and instead of just the guy who wins the overall going pro, I'm sure it's first, second, and third in the overall on all classes win a pro card. So there's 9 in total for the classic and the open, and then the men's physique. Lots to look forward to. Lots to get improved for, and I'm really excited. It's just, you always take away a learn, don't you? You win or you learn, and I'm learning every single time, and I managed to get about 50-60% better that show. So if I can get even 10-20% better for the next show, can't wait to see it. So food that's going in today. Peak week set sheet has been set up for the full 13 days. Food that we're going to be running today: 4,340 calories. We're going to be going for 273 protein, 677 carbs, 60 fats, 8 litres of water. That was a question mark because I was unsure, but that's been confirmed. We're going for 1 gram of salt per meal, and that is what's going in today. So legs are in the house. We're going to be hitting legs today. I'm travelling home today, so the flight is 9:30, not arriving home until 11:30. So I'm going to crack on, get this work block done, get my meals prepped for the day, and then go and get some legs boxed off before I travel home. Tomorrow will be a rest day, and then we're back into the routine as normal at home. So yeah, that's what's going to be happening, guys. Keeping you all in the loop, keeping you all updated. Let me know if you have any questions, and thank you for staying tuned and watching along. Just touching on another client here, I'd like to show you what we've done in just a matter of 9 pesky weeks. Have a little look here at my client Shelley McLaughlin. Alright, this is the client sheet 9 weeks in. This is where we currently started. Now, Shelley is a client of mine. She has been for a while. She did go her own way. She set her wings, she went free, and she came back. When she came back, this was the scale weight, that was the date. We were sitting at 49 kilos, so as you can tell, not a big human being by any means, but she wanted to get in shape for a holiday. Alright, so this was the current look. As you can see, not fat by any means, but just generally not in the shape she wanted to be in. And that's okay. You're allowed to not be in the shape that you want to be in, regardless of what people think. You know, people will say, oh, she looks great, and she does, but she wanted to look better, and she does. So now, 49.4 here we were. Fast forward 9 weeks with AO coaching, and today tapped in at 43.4, start of week number 10, right? So we're talking 43.4, so 6 kilos. So she's lost 6 kilos. She's dropped a stone, all right? She's dropped a stone, but please look at the difference in the photograph. Ho, 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 yes. Now, if that's not holiday ready, then I don't know what is. We've got vascularity on the arms, delts are capped, biceps are looking big, forearms are looking nuts, abs are clearly in, which is all she wanted. Legs are starting to split now as well. So Shelley used to play football, semi-pro or top amateur, I don't know. She was a good wee player anyway, I believe, and so that's why she's got muscle in her legs. You just couldn't see it. Now you can. Shelley has a bit of a funny relationship with food because she's so small. She doesn't have a great deal of calories to eat on a day, and because she's an active mum, who's a very good active mum at that as well, from what I can see, she's very present in her kid's life, and because of that, her whole day's filled with him. So it means that she has to do her things like steps, cardio training out with the time that she has her son, which means that she most of the time has to box off her session first thing in the morning, which means she's got pre and post workout meals from her 5-meal plan done and dusted by 8 AM, which means she's got a long day to be hungry. Sometimes she falls onto the next day's food by accident by the end of the day and then ends up being hungrier the next day, but regardless, she gets it done. We are working on Shelley's mindset at the moment. We've actually managed to smash it clear of the park over the last few weeks. Her mindset has leveled up, her physique has went with it, and I'm so proud of her, guys. So this is the good thing about coaching, and I was speaking to Cuba about this yesterday. It's hard because I do have a lot of clients, and I do know every single one of them a lot better than I know, like, you know, just normal people. Like, I feel like I generally do know these people. Most of them I haven't ever met, and they probably never will, but you know, I feel like I know them very well, and I've got a friendship and a relationship, an individual and different relationship with every single one of them. I will do my best, as well as getting these guys in shape, to help them with their mindset, with their business, you know, with their day-to-day life, leveling up everywhere, not just with their physique. And this one for me has been massive for Shelley, because Shelley's mindset has changed as well as her physique, and she looks the best she's ever looked, she's felt the best she's ever felt, and she's the happiest she's ever been. And she's got a holiday coming up in what, 6 days? So when clients get this happy, it relays back to me and it makes me happy. And then I remember why I love this job so much. Like, I'm sitting here in Spain doing my check-ins here. I've got my work phone here, I've got my laptop here, I've got my coffee here, and you know, I don't feel like I'm working. I generally don't. I don't feel like I'm working. I actually love it. I love opening up everybody's sheets. I love watching everybody's progression. I love reading how everybody's got on over the weekend, what they've been getting up to, etc, etc. And it just makes me happy. So if you can do a job, guys, that makes you happy, you cracked it. Gonna crack on, get the rest of these done. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 left for today's work block, and then it's legs. Let's go. Last day in Alicante, and we're off to the gym to train legs. Travel is late tonight. I'm not going to be getting on the big aeroplane till 9:30. Arriving back in the UK about 11:30, 12ish. So with that being said, the goal will be to rest tomorrow, because I won't get in till very, very late. And 2 rest days back to back at this point is not really appealing to me in the slightest. So I had the chat with Cuba this morning. He did say that he would have rather that I rested today, but he wasn't aware that I was staying here all day. So today's just been like another day, but except in Alicante. So I got all my client work done this morning, made all my meals for the rest of the day. Big Nate's been at his work, I'm back. Sophia's done all her work, and she's done. Now we're all off to the gym to train legs. You training legs too? What are you training, Sophia?
Legs 2.
Legs 3?
Leg days all around.
So we might just all muck in together and get a big Monty team leg session before I come home. I am going to miss the 2 of them actually. It's always nice coming across to Alicante. I enjoy seeing my boy, and I've really enjoyed meeting Sophia this time.
Yeah.
It's been good. She's been really nice, really helpful. Such a nice girl. So I'll definitely be back, hopefully sooner rather than later. Plans are in place. I haven't told anybody this yet, but while I'm here, we've got Ireland, Muscle Contest Ireland Pro Qualifier 2 weekends from now, so 13 days from now, which will be my next show. And then after that one, depending on the result, I might be coming back here this time next month in 4 weeks for the Amateur Olympia, which is going to be in the same venue. The good thing about the Amateur Olympia is that there's 3 pro cards that go out to every division rather than just the 1, which is more chance of being successful with nailing that professional status. However, it's a far, far, far bigger show, and it's held over 2 days. So again, with the extra rewards comes more competition. But again, we're here for it, guys. As I've said, I feel like I'm very competitive this year, and I will not stop till I get to where I want to be. We don't stop, we keep moving till we get what we want, guys. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Anybody, I believe, generally anybody can achieve anything they set their mind out to achieve, as long as they want it bad enough and as long as they stay consistent. Good things don't come to those who wait. Good things come to those who get after it every single day and keep chasing. Remember that. Not an awful lot of volume on today's session, guys. So obviously, I just competed yesterday. Usually the next day, typically, we would usually rest. I generally don't feel like I've competed. It's nuts. We've done a totally different setup this time, so there was no full gut. I'd only really had maybe 150 to 200 grams of carbs in the morning before the show. And it was all really low volume, honey, squares bar, etc., raisins, dates. So by the time I'd competed and got my water in, jumped off stage, I got another 4 or 5 meals in last night, woke up this morning absolutely ravenous. I don't feel fatigued, I don't feel anything really. I don't feel like I've competed, I don't feel like I've been hit by a bus like I usually do. Feel relatively fresh, so definitely getting legs done today. There's going to be 3 sets hamstring curl, 2 sets leg extension, 2 sets leg press, 2 sets calves, and then a couple of supersets on arms. Leaving 2 reps in reserve on every single exercise. Just obviously, we're not at a point where we're going to be able to break down muscle tissue and recover from any stimulus where we're actually breaking down the fibres. So it's, again, we're just in here pushing the carb through the muscle, getting some blood in, activating the muscle, keeping it so it knows what it's doing. Literally what you're going to see here is me leaving 2 reps in reserve, or 15 reps in reserve. It's quite difficult actually to work out where 2 and 3 reps in reserve are, because I don't know about everyone else, but a lot of exercise I feel I don't really decline throughout the set. I just hit a certain rep and then I just can't get another one. So sometimes it can catch me out. That one there, I feel like I was 2 in reserve, so that was a good one. Again, I don't feel like I've done too much, but I definitely feel like I've worked, so that's good. So we're trying to get done, and that's what's happening. Moving into just some calves now, just to finish up. Microphone check on. Well, we're not finishing up on calves, we're finishing up on triceps and biceps, but the majority of the leg work, all of the leg work will be completed once calves are finished. The reason why I'm using the leg press for calves, guys, rather than a standing or even a seated calf machine. Seated calf machine I find digs into my teardrop after I've just done leg press, and it's very uncomfortable. Standing calf raise compresses your spine and it loads the spine. Hack squats load the spine. Generally, anything that loads the spine will compress your vertebrae, thus making you a touch shorter. And I'm hanging upside down 3 times a day for 10 minutes a time to get myself taller. So I'm trying to keep the spinal decompression to a maximum, spinal compression to a minimum. So that's why I'm using this, all right? You can pretty much train on your calves on any leg press. Doesn't have to be a pendulum. Any leg press is good for calves. You just have to utilise the bottom of the pad, all right? So if you don't have a calf machine in your gym, don't use that as an excuse for not training your calves, because you can train your calves on any leg press. This one especially. Quite light loading here, just got 80 kilos a side. No, it doesn't sound like light loading, but on a pendulum, the pendulum takes quite a lot of the loading, so it is quite a lightweight. So I'm going to rep it out, 3 reps in reserve, done and dusted. So that one got me by surprise. Like I said earlier, felt like I could have probably done another 3 or 4 there. I went for the last one that I thought I was going to do, and I was very close to the proximity of failure. When I say the proximity of failure, didn't drive any kind of fatigue or hurt or anything like that, but I just know that I wouldn't have been able to get one more proper rep after that one. So essentially that is the muscle at mechanical failure. Session in Alicante done and dusted. Finito. Post-workout grub going in now. We've got the same as always. Nothing changes here, only the soil and the machinery. It's time to eat, get packed up, and then get along to the airport for my big flight home. I'm meeting up with the family at the airport at around 7 p.m. We're currently sitting at 5 p.m, so just enough time to get this in, get home, get a shower, get fresh, and get along to the airport. Probably just close closing off for today. Final day in Alicante, done and dusted. Be back here next month, so stay tuned. A lot of YouTube coming up, guys. A lot of YouTube. So make sure you're subscribed, make sure you're liked, make sure you comment, make sure you engage. Send it to your mum, send it to your dad, send it to your sister, your brother. Get it on your bio. Get it everywhere. We coming.